week's 2K TV Interactive, brought to you by Kia.
Before we...
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. Here is Harden after the Clippers pick up 2. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. Now the pass to Irving from the arc. Goes back up, and Jordan with the layup.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
George against Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Here's Leonard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. On the wing, Irving. Back to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving dishes to KD. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Good D by Harden.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
The Nets on offense, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Boy, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Here's Beverly. 17 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Now here is Harris. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. Leonard attacking. Here's George. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a wide open look for Irving. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. Here's George. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Now here's Harden. Boy, that win against the Rockets. He's another guy who really showed up to play. Here's Durant. Irving from long range. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Beverly against Harden. And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Nets leading by 5. Harden surveying the D. Here's Jordan. Again, the Nets for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now, here's George. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. And that one is off. Good D by Jordan. The Nets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. For 3, Harris. Outside, KD. Shoots a fader, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 9. Live from Brooklyn, New York. You're And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Luke Kennard, Lou Williams out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Double team on Williams. Pass to Zubac. On the wing, Jackson for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
I tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Shamet kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Back to Shamet. Lets it go from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Morris, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Shamet. It's deflected. Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to Shamet. There's the pass to Jordan. Now, here's Shamet. Here's Luwawu, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
You got him.
Outside Williams. Brown against Jackson. And here's Morris for 3. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Pass to Shamet. Back to Jordan. Again, the Nets for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's stolen by Brown. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Jackson. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Green. Shamet up top. He's guarded by Williams. And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Back to Jackson. Morris with the ball. Now Green defending. Morris, no good. Brooklyn leading by 11. pass to Luwawu. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Brown inside, guarded by Jackson. Green, the pass to Shamet. Shot clock at 2. No good from Luwawu. Clippers trail by 8. And stolen by Jordan. Over Williams. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 10.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now Williams. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, every year it seems like Williams draws more fouls per minute. Man, he's a very savvy offensive talent.
And a new group in for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Jordan. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Landry Shamet. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul George in for Reggie Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's KD at the tip, and Green is right there. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 10. And over to Shaq. And
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Ibaka, the pass to George. Great pass to set up the lay-in. George has got 6 points.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Harden against Beverly. Harden kicks to Harris. Launches it. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. George dishes to Leonard. He gets that one. Leonard's got his first bucket of the night.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Harden finds Harris. Harden against Beverly. Out to Harris. Durant in the corner. Jordan the pass to KD. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Durant gets it to go. He has 6.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Back to Harden. Yep, that one goes. And the Nets lead by 8.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Leonard kicks to Batum. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the three. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Harden with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Outside for KD. Let's keep it alive. That one doesn't drop. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. George passes to Beverly. He dishes it to Ibaka. Outside, George. No good that time, and Brooklyn will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Brown is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. The Clippers also making some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Beverly finds George to the paint. Here's Zubac. In the corner, George with it. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. A rebound by the Nets. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Here's KD. Offensive rebound. Knocks it loose. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And he gets the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Irving. Right side, Green. Luwawu, the pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Williams looking around. Feeds it to Leonard. It's blocked.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Green kicks to KD. No good on the triple. Left side, Leonard. Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Williams. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Another miss by Leonard.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
A nice shot by Irving.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it, and I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
To the middle, and Morris throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Williams inside. Brown on him. Williams can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Leonard against Irving. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's Harden in for Irving. And then for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. They kick it out to Green. Harden left side. 5 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Clippers trail by 4. Now, here is George. Outside, Batum. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Batum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The outside stroke of Batum, too nice. He knocks him down in bunches.
Out to Harris. Passes it to Shamet. On the wing, Green. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And the Nets miss again.
And that one bounced their way. But, guys, the rebounding disparity has been stark. They're -10 in that category.
Well, if you ask me, it's really been the story of the game. I mean, the coaching staff cannot be pleased with the effort on the glass.
Shamet, the pass to Jordan. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Outside, Batum. Leonard finds Ibaka. It's George on the wing. To the inside. Leonard uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got the lead back up to 1 now for the Clippers.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Jordan, the pass to Harden. Yep, it counts.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Leonard dishes to Batum. And it's good, 2 points. Batum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Big shot, Nick. He lives for these moments.
Harden against Beverly. Harden kicks to Shamet. Out to Harris. Back to Shamet. Down low. Here's Jordan. No good that time. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Beverly, the pass to George. Over Harris. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Green. And Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a 2-possession game.
Irving finds Jordan. Out to Harris. Got a piece of it. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Left side, Ibaka. And the pass to George. 41 seconds left in the game. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And, you know, once George gets on the roll, he's just absolutely relentless, showing you how dominant he can be when he gets hot. On
the wing, Harden, defended by Beverly. They grab their own miss. Jordan kicks to Durant. Irving for three. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
He takes a 3 off target. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
The Nets, the 76ers, the Celtics, or the Bucks?
So many All-Stars, but which team has 2 this year? That's the key. This year. You know that answer, you get some VC.
Yeah, this is an easy one. We love these players too. They've been on 2K TV before.
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown. And let's...
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here is Holiday. Inside, here's Lopez. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Here's Middleton. Paul George making his last shot. Middleton dishes to Lopez. Passes it to DiVincenzo. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, Brook Lopez demonstrating his abilities as a passer. This is a team player with very unselfish instincts.
And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. On the wing, Batum. Back to Ibaka. Beverly the pass to Batum. Beverly with the ball. Clock at 2. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And that one's good. Beverly.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverley finding a driving lane and finishing.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo. Nails the baby hook.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's George. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Stolen by Middleton. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Here's Beverly, and it's sent back by Lopez. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Holiday with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact. Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard's got the ball. Beverly the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Stolen by Holiday. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Middleton can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The Clippers again turning it over.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Paul George. Jackson passes to Kennard. Lets it go with a three.
You got it. Come on.
Hope they get it back. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Connaughton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Here is Forbes. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. Jackson looking it over. That's a two from Kennard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kennard is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Williams at the point. Forbes can't get it to go. The Clippers trail. Now Kennard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Puts up a three. Lou Williams, and that's good. Williams has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Clippers. To the inside. Sweet move. And Portis with the layup.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Kennard. He's guarded closely, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson passes to Zubac. Rebound, Milwaukee. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Augustine with the steal. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, this guy is the very definition of undersized but tough-minded. Through the contact, DJ goes.
Here's Williams.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Jackson. Bounce pass Middleton. Lopez finds Middleton. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Well, Doris, in the past, some regarded Lou Williams as a lackluster defender. Didn't want to lift weights. Had kind of an interesting reputation. He bounced around the league, as we know, quite a bit. He's played for a lot of different teams.
Right. I mean, think about his early association with Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson. He succeeded on his own terms, right? Both of them comfortable in their own skin, able to do some amazing things on the court.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Williams.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
For three, Middleton. Batum grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. They're running. Finished off the break. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Beverly against Holiday. Ibaka. Lopez with the block. On the wing, Giannis. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to the Wizards. Holiday finds Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Beverly against Holiday. Pass to Ibaka. Dishes it to Batum. 6 on the shot clock. And here's George for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Milwaukee the other way now. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Ibaka against Middleton. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Batum scanning the floor. Leonard inside, defended by Middleton. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Paul George.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Middleton outside. Shoots over Leonard. That one off the back iron and out.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Batum wide open. He fires. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down hard.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Milwaukee leading by 9.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Pass to Craig. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And it's in there. Leonard's got 6.
Always amongst the league leader in steals, Kawhi Leonard knows how to start a fast break.
The pass to Craig. Portis in the post. He's against Morris. Here's Craig. He's covered by Leonard. Portis can't get it to go. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 6.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Lopez against Zubac. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. And Los Angeles with some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Williams. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Over to the wing. Augustine looking around. Here's Forbes. And foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Williams against Augustine. It's Williams with the drive and the dunk by Zubac.
Lou Williams has an excellent feel for how to run the pick and roll. What a look off of that action.
Here is Forbes. Zubac defending. Back to Forbes. Stolen by Zubac. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Jackson. Here's Morris. The kick out to Williams. For the lead. And it's good on the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
A small frame, but big game. Lou Williams in the paint.
Here is Forbes. Zubac defending. Can't hit from in close.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morris kicks to Kennard. Shot clock at 5. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
Let's keep riding. Keep getting stuff.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Batum is out there with Morris, and it's Ibaka in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Here's Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Portis has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bucks. Holiday against Beverly. Ibaka looking for an opening. They double him with Middleton. Morris dishes to Beverly. It's blocked. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
The kick out to Williams. Feeds to Ibaka. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Morris kicks to Williams. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Middleton. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Middleton. And now it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
The Bucks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Middleton can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Lobs it up for Ibaka. Williams finds Ibaka. Beverly for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Huge moment for Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That's tipped. Outside Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Fires, high post. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Williams passes to Batum. Outside Portis. Passes to Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter.
And to me, this is the perfect spot for a Giannis jump shot. Keeps the opponent honest.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 4. 1:20 left in the fourth. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lue's huddle. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
And with a good array of moves, Holiday can pull up for jumpers because he keeps defenders guessing.
And Ibaka kicks to George. They need this. Traps in the tray.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Bucks passing it around. Middleton against Leonard. Lopez passes to Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Leonard finds Ibaka. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Pass to Middleton. To the paint. Fires for 3, and that falls.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for...
see.
That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Giannis dishes to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Middleton left side. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked by Jordan. And long-range shooting, a strength for both of these teams. Brent, what was the best shooting team you were ever a part of?
Well, Kevin, I had an opportunity to play in Seattle, and the teammates that I suited up for at that time was Ray Allen, Rashard Lewis, Luke Ridenour. That's a lot of firepower from the three-point line. Not much defense, and that's me, but a lot of three-point firepower.
Giannis high post. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here's Irving. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Lopez with the steal. For 3, Middleton. No good on the shot. The Nets go the other way with it. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked
but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The dish to Middleton. Baseline jumper, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Middleton. From the stripe. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's KD. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
That's where Durant is making a living right now, a sensational jump shooter and a deadly release.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
High post, KD. Antetokounmpo's there.
Great natural instincts of Durant. A good decision maker now on the pick and roll.
The Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. To the middle. Middleton on the wing. Pass to DiVincenzo. Rebound, Brooklyn. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
In no way that game should have been as close as it was. They sort of stumbled, but they found a way at the end to pull it out.
Harris passes to Durant. It's Jordan on the wing. Outside Irving. Over Lopez. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Launches a 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Tie game in Milwaukee. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Setting the floor for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 slot. Shamet, the pass to Green. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Forbes can't get it to go.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Luwawu. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
And there's the pass to Forbes. To the wing on the left. Now here is Augustine. He's covered by Shamet. Here's Forbes. And again, the Bucks miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. In the corner, Shamet with it. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Green beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
And Augustine kicks to Forbes. But he stays with it. Over Green. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And it's Shamet missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Pulls up from the corner. Forbes can't get it to go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
The kick out to Brown. Passes it to Shamet. Second chance shot. Now here's Green. D right on him. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks trail. Bucks passing it around. Connaughton. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Green kicks to Brown. He feeds it to Jordan. Back to Brown. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And checking out the numbers for Brown. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bryn Forbes. One-on-one here. And it's Brown missing. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Brown. Portis, the pass to Craig, goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for DJ Augustine. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Gets it off. No good on the last second attempt there.
And Green's defense.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. And that should...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Pass to KD. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. That one wide left. Bucks leading by 3. In the corner, Middleton with it. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got 6.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Pass to Durant. Down low, it's tipped. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Durant finds Irving. 6 on the shot clock. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The pass to DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Antetokounmpo against KD. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Puts it up from 12, and the jumper is good. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, with the skill and size to score from anywhere on the court, Durant produces huge numbers pretty much on a nightly basis.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Second shot opportunity on the wing. Harden. Back to Durant. DiVincenzo against Irving. Count it. Irving's got 6 points.
Pure shooting form shown by Kyrie on that one. Lets the ball just roll off the fingertips.
Middleton against Harris. Shoots the 3. Middleton can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Durant with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Middleton looking it over, and Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Right side, Durant. Harden outside. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside. Now DiVincenzo. Middleton for 3, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Brown out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Durant. Then there's Green. And it's Luwawu in at the 3.
Well, he's professional in everything that he does. Durant recognizes that opportunity and turns pro.
And Portis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Brown right side. In deep. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, great length and using his advantage on the inside.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. To the paint. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Here's Luwawu. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Thursday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Boston Celtics. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And even though this team hasn't had trouble finding wins of late, it's always a boost when you get to head back for a homestand. Nothing quite beats sleeping in your own bed.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And stolen by Portis. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis passes to Connaughton. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Antetokounmpo finds Portis. Here's Giannis, and he gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 12. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And Holiday kicks to Portis. Bucks passing it around. Here's Forbes, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Durant.
I mean, what a talent this guy is. Durant has the ability to score from anywhere and now picking his spots.
Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Augustine up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Swiped it away. It's rebounded by Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo. Augustine with it. Off on that one. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Pink Diamonds, you've got Galaxy Opals, but now you can pick up a new tier of player cards in my team. I'm Brian, and I'm here to talk about Dark Matter. The most powerful cards you can get in my team. You can pick up the first 2K21 Dark Matter cards in the all-new Pantheon All-Star packs. This is your chance to collect Dark Matter Zion and Dark Matter.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And that one's good. Beverley. Greg, a game like this, two offensive juggernauts going head-to-head. I mean, we're buckled in, ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the rules favor offense in today's game. That's why league-wide scoring is on the rise. And I would expect we're going to see a bucket or two put forth tonight, Kevin.
No doubt. Irving, good.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Now, here's George. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Here is Harden. Pass to Irving. Kicks it to Durant. Back to Irving. 5 to shoot. Over George. Here's Jordan. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. George looking around. Passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ. Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. The pass to Ibaka. Leonard trying to break free. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Leonard.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Here's Durant, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Leonard, the pass to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through, asserts himself at the rim.
Pass to Harden. The jump hook. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Rockets in Houston.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Now here's Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. Out to Harris. The 3 doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Here's KD. Paul George making his last shot. The kick out to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. On the wing, Harris. 4 on the clock.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Batum with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Batum, good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Paul George with the steal. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Harris's shot is good.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
George against Irving. And George kicks to Ibaka. Back to George. With 4 seconds on the clock, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Brown. And it's Shamet in at the 1. Brown against Kennard. Count the basket. Kennard's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Clippers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Green finds Jordan, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Green, the pass to Brown. Right side, Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Nets trail by 9. Shamet, the pass to Brown. He kicks it to Green. Pass to Brown. Back to Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jordan's got his second basket.
Every year, DeAndre gets a little more comfortable scoring the basketball. That play being a prime example.
Williams passes to Morris. And it's blocked by Jordan. Poke loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Williams gets the bucket.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Shamet kicks to Brown. Back to Shamet. To the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Morris passes to Zubac, and Jordan sends it back.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots, and it's off from three-point range. To the inside, here's Harden. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, GA, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters.
Green finds Jordan. Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded by Williams. It's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Morris looking over the floor. Brooklyn with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Williams attacking, and the dunk by Zubac.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Right side, Jordan. They kick it out to Green. From 10 feet out, Brown the pass to Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden can't hit.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oh, Morris in position.
The playmaking of Reggie, a work in progress, but looking good right there.
Nets trail by 9. On the wing, Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harden right side. No good from the low block. Here's Morris. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 11. Shaq, what was your... And that...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Deflects the pass. Back to Harden. Nets passing it around. Here's Irving. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Irving's got 9.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Leonard kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Ibaka controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ibaka's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
To the middle. Here's Jordan off the left rim and out.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
They get the rebound. Outside for George. Pass to Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for James Harden. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Get there, I see him.
Irving against George. And there's the pass to Luwawu. Back to Irving. Pocket 6 to the paint. Good. And Harris gets the assist. He's got 11.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Stolen by Beverly. Ibaka outside. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Luwawu, the pass to Harris. Here's Luwawu, defended by Beverly. In the corner, it's Harris. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Irving passes to Jordan. Here's Luwawu. Here's Durant. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's good for 2. Leonard's got 10 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
George against Irving. Pass to Jordan. They get a hand on it. Paul George with the steal. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Batum. He's got 12.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Durant, the pass to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Outside for Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Williams looking over the floor. And yes, it's good. And the Clippers lead by 18.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Poked away, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. "17 seconds left to play in the third. Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Williams leading the charge. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Harden. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. Harden's got 8 points.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So for Brooklyn now, Brown out there with Durant, then it's Harden, then there's Green, and it's Shamet in at the 2 guard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
The kick out to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Green on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Los Angeles leading by 14. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Williams passes to Leonard. Down low. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. The drive by Green. The deep 3 from Durant. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside Williams. Durant with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Oh, wow.
And the wingspan for Durant, so disruptive. Such a great score. I think people overlook the strides he's made at the defensive end.
Williams against Brown.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Irving from long range. The shot that time not on target. And the Clippers will come the other way. And George kicks to Williams. Zubac against Irving. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. KD passes to Irving. No good from outside.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Williams inside, guarded by Harden. No good from Zubac.
And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Leonard with the steal. Here's George, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Irving against Beverly. 3-pointer. And the Nets miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Beverly against KD. And that one is good.
Well, as good as Durant is on the perimeter, this is where he hits for an absolutely insane percentage.
Beverly, the pass to Batum. Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now, because of the way everything is going, is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out, and he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Los Angeles.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Claxton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
For the Galaxy Opals, you can earn Brandon Roy and Wes Unseld. But even the pink diamonds are scary good, with cards like Dr. J, Joe Dumars, Allen Iverson, and more. And if you complete the entire All-Star Spotlight sim, you'll be rewarded with Galaxy Opal John Wall. Finally, don't forget to watch.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And here's a look at some numbers for Paul George.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Baca is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Well, we all know, Clark, the travel in the NBA is just exhausting. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up.
Kevin, I tell you, some of the old-timers would say, hey, they travel in charter planes today and 5-star hotels. They haven't seen anything as far as rough travel. But you're right, it takes a toll. But players are well accustomed to navigating the cadence and rhythm of traveling and still being ready to play.
Here's Middleton. Got it from 16 feet.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's George. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Batum wide open, he fights. And that one hits back iron. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break, and Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Left side, Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
DiVincenzo against George. Unloads from 9. 2 points. That one goes.
And just solid play out of them that time.
1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. DiVincenzo against George.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Knocked away. Batum with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Batum, good.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistently, this guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
And he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And he makes that one.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 4. That 3 off the mark. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Oh, Morris in position. Williams kicks to Kennard. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Morris inside. Great D that time from Portis. Got it up. That one misses. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed.
You know, this game, you know, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Williams. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson, and it's Kennard in at the small forward. Milwaukee in the lead. And he uses the glass on the layup. Craig's got 4 points this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Morris inside. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Augustine's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Jackson, that's good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Augustine dishes to Forbes. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Hits it from three-point range. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Williams finds Morris. From outside the arc, Milwaukee with the rebound.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Craig passes to Portis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Clippers trail by 6. Beverly looking around. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, love seeing Beverly shoot off the pick there. I mean, all he needs is a sliver of daylight.
Back to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Passes it to Craig. He kicks it to Augustine. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Augustine's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bucks. LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Augustine. And George kicks to Beverly. Back to George. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch. I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lopez with the ball. George picks him up. Kicks it down to Middleton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Middleton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
That will count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Paul George really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And here is DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubats is checked in for Batum. Reggie Jackson comes in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. It's tipped. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. Jackson down low, defended by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Middleton finds Lopez. Inside, and Lopez throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Jackson against DiVincenzo. Jackson passes to Williams. Williams double team. Here's Morris, and it's sent back by Lopez. Bucks leading by 4. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from outside. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Morris passes to Jackson. Up and in on the layup.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Middleton against Kennard. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Williams scanning the floor. Here's Kennard. Lays it up and banks it in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Middleton for 3. And Lopez throws it down.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got his first basket.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Giannis inside. Morris is there. Middleton dishes to Giannis. Stolen by Zubats. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Williams with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Boy, when you got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Williams with the ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Connaughton. The three-pointer off the mark. Oh, Leonard in position. And stolen by Portis. 1 second left. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the
third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top, up 7. And we'll get going.
Be more committed in the paint. Go Blue.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Bucks leading by 7, and on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Ibaka. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. Forbes can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Batum against Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
On the wing, Giannis. It's Portis, high post. Here's Forbes. Good on the triple. Forbes has got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And the pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Giannis outside. Holiday finds Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
That shot wide open.
Batum not known for his outside shot, but I'd love to see him knock this shot down on a more consistent basis.
DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Kept alive.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
It's deflected. Stolen by George. Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on him.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Leonard attacking, trying to get open as Ibaka. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 4. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Kicks it out to Giannis. Back to Middleton. Off target with his 3. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Paul George with the steal. Outside for Batum. Ibaka, the pass to George. The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. One-on-one fast break. Giannis against Batum. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Down low. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Nice looking set shot for Lopez. He can stretch the floor just about to the three-point line.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe. This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Back to Beverly. From deep three-point range, Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Shots good by Middleton.
Well, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Pass to Ibaka. Leonard fires away from outside. Los Angeles with another miss. From deep. Basket good. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it's all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
1954 or 1957? They're probably shooting granny style, you know what I'm saying? Underhanded free throws.
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let... And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2 guard spot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Irving dishes to Harden. Top of the key. No good from Irving. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Lopez. And this should be a fun one because of the pace these two teams play outdoors. It's all about up-tempo basketball.
Kev, I'll be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 even once tonight. That's how fast both of these teams play. And consider this. In the NBA, across the entire 30 teams, your best field goal percentage always comes in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock. This should be tremendous.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Irving kicks to Harden. Nets passing it around. Irving passes to Harden. Durant against Lopez. And Durant gets it to go.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Shot from the top of the key. Giannis outside. Here's Middleton. Jordan with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden the pass to Jordan. Harris kicks to Durant. Passes it to Harden. On the wing, Irving. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Holiday against Irving. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Listen, guys, Brook Lopez has a big body, and if you don't box him out, he's going to get some work done on the glass.
Harris finds Harden. Jordan with it. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, pass to KD. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. James Harden, number 1.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
So for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Middleton dishes to Giannis. There's the 3. Middleton can't get it to go. Nets trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. A brief check now of the stats for Antetokounmpo. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's putting up 31 points per, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Augustine, no luck. Outside, Green. Pass to Shamet. Count that bucket.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Craig passes to Lopez. To the wing right side. Here's Augustine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
But you simply have to stay down on the shot fake. Augustine has you beat once you're in the air.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Jeff Green on the wing. He feeds it to Jordan. Passes it to Luau. Jordan trying to free himself up, and the shot is long. Milwaukee leading by 4. Augustine finds Lopez. Here's Craig beyond the arc, and the Bucks miss again. Here's Luau.
Oh, you love to see DJ Augustine just hustling all over the floor defensively. What a great job contesting.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Luau in at small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Forbes can't get it to go. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Rockets in Houston. Jordan kicks to Shamet. Nets passing it around. Now the pass to Luau. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Kevin Durant, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Irving subbed in for Luau. The Bucks also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Knocked loose. Now the Bucks moving it up. Goes up. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Brown. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Feeds it to Durant. Misses from short range. Bucks leading by 4. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
To the middle. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. The game now all time.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end. And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Landry Shamet. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the paint. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Shot clock at 5. And he comes up with the deuce. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
so strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Harris misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Kicks it down to Middleton. There's the triple. Keeps it alive. And onto Tacumbo on the follow. Now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Nailed from three-point land.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Middleton can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school.
Go figure is right.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. To the inside. Harden now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Middleton left side. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Green finds Harden. Middleton against KD. Irving passes to Harris. Outside, KD. Over Middleton. And it's Durant missing. The Bucks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Middleton. All alone. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in its center.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries of basketball.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Irving. Good on the 13-footer. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Then we know this. When Kyrie Irving starts to get going on the offensive end, he's really tough to contain. An incredible scorer because you know he can hurt you from any area of the floor.
Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Harris. They get it back for the three. Milwaukee the rebound.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Nets trail by 4. Harden right side. And that one, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Middleton finds Holiday. Stolen by Harden. Outside Irving. For the lead, Durant trying to break free. Back to Irving. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Irving dishes to Harris. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Brooklyn making some changes. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Harden against Portis. Here's Luwawu. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Augustine passes to Craig. Now Portis, guarded by Green. They get it back. Craig kicks to Forbes. A 3-ball. That one's not going to go. The Nets go the other way with it. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Torrey Craig. And Middleton subbed in for Augustine. And Forbes kicks to Middleton. Rebound by Jeff Green. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Jordan. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. In the corner, Middleton with it. And again, the Bucks miss. It's Brown on the wing for the lead. Got a hand on it. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's be the one that just plays harder.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Landry Shamet. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in at the 2 guard. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. Durant's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Bucks. Right wing. Pass to Portis. Back to Holiday. Here's Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton outside. Lets the 3 fly. Brooklyn with the rebound.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
It's Brown on the wing. Passes to Irving. Over Holiday. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
And Holiday, here we go.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First free throw is good.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
So for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Harden in for Landry Shamet. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. Back to Irving. It's Durant on the wing. Off target from the baseline.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. On the wing, DiVincenzo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's Harden with the drive. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Nets lead by 2.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Down low. The kick out to Holiday. And Middleton, now atop the key. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Holiday against Harden. Lopez with the block.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. The pass to Giannis. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, my goodness. Lopez with a big-time delivery from the big man.
Harden finds Irving. Irving double team. 11 feet away, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot, and when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Middleton against Harris. Middleton can't get it to go. The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. It's Harden with the drive, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. 1:27 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Harden. It's tipped. Durant kicks to Harris. This one for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. Lopez inside. KD's on him. Another shot. It falls. A huge shot to tie it up.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Harden. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Holiday.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Lopez with the steal. Irving with the steal. Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's the Bucks ball. It's a three-point game. Middleton against Harris. Fires the three. He's off from three. Durant feeling it out a bit. Not a piece of it. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...